Scorpio, what's up, y'all? How y'all doing? What is good with you? It's time for your weekly check-in. We're going to see what's happening with you guys for the second week of October. First, I want to say my apologies for being so behind on all this, man. I have been an extremely busy boy for the past week or so. That's not how I roll. I don't like to be late for anything. So I'm the type that if I'm late for something, you best bet your damn skippy ass there's a reason for it. But shit, the show must go on. We still gotta keep on rolling. So if any of you need a personal reading, all you gotta do is go straight to my website, tarotwithrich.com. I do have a link for that right down here in the description of the video. All right, let's jump into this. Let's see how the energy's looking. How's the energy looking for Scorpio universe? October week 2. One of y'all signs got to give me some rainbows and unicorns too, dude. The second week of October has been kind of dramatic for the majority of the signs. I ain't gonna lie. 2 more shuffles, 2 more. Scorpio and the person they're dealing with, how's it looking? Ooh, 4 of Cups. Ah, somebody giving the silent treatment, huh? Okay. We do got this Knight of Wands here, though. So maybe for some of you, there might be a brief reconnection, or maybe there was recently a brief reconnection. I mean, this Knight of Wands upright, Page of Wands reverse, Knight of Cups upright, that has on and off energy written all over it. And 7 of Swords. Anybody surprised to see this dude come through? Okay, well, yeah. I mean, I do think this person is giving you the silent treatment. I don't know why. Usually when this energy comes through here, usually I'll have the 3 of Wands. Because most of the time when people play this game, it indicates some level of confidence that it's actually going to work. It's not telling me that, though. We do got the karmic wheel reverse, though. So really heavy karmic tie. And for some of you, stuck in a fucking back and forth, in and out karmic cycle. We got all these knights. Look at this, all this back and forth energy here. Knight of Cups upright, Knight of Swords reverse, Knight of Wands upright, Page of Wands reversed, up, down, up, down. Whatever, dude. Let me just see how they feel about you. But, oh yeah, Death card, though. Death card. I don't know if you're making the final decision to finally put an end to this, or if whatever's happened between the 2 of you just put such a permanent dent in the connection that it's just not going anywhere anymore. Let's see how they feel about you. What are their truest, deepest feelings, energies, and intentions? Person Scorpio's dealing with. Oh, okay. 7 of Cups reversed. Oh. Well, they haven't really experienced very much success in their little journey to try to replace you. Not really. They're putting on a show for you. Yeah. Oh, they're putting on a hell of a show for you. There's the karmic wheel reversed again, too. So, actually, honestly, I feel like this person's intimidated by you. They're trying to project the energy that they feel onto you. So, they're putting on a show for you. Oh, there's the 3 of Wands. I knew it was going to come out at some point. So, basically, they feel like you are doing so much better now, and they want to make you think they're doing so much better now, but they're not. It's a big old load of bullshit. Big old load of bullshit. Moon card, yeah. So, I mean, at the deepest level, do they have feelings for you? Yeah. But I think their ego is so goddamn big. They got the biggest ass ego. And I think they're more intimidated by you than anything. Which it's like, we're never going to get anywhere if we're running on this energy of who is better than who. You know? It's so silly. It sounds silly and stupid to say, but that's the energy I'm getting from this person. Could be a Pisces for some of you. Who else do I got here? This is a new deck. And Pisces. Oh well, could be anybody. Those are just energies. Oh, I got Cancer hiding in here too. Let's get some advice. What advice do we have? What's the advice for Scorpio? Whoa. Ooh, 4 of Wands reversed. Hey, man. When the universe closes a door, don't kick it back open. When you can tell that the universe has closed a door on you, when you keep repeating the same cycle, when you keep trying to make something happen and it's fighting against you, don't kick the door back open. Don't do that, especially those of you who have been on and off in this situation. You better put your foot down and stand on business. Don't show this person any kind of emotion. Don't do that. Don't let them push your emotional buttons either. Don't let them emotionally manipulate you. If I was you, I wouldn't even pay any attention to anything that they're doing. I don't know if you are keeping an eye on them, but I wouldn't if I was you. I wouldn't. Don't feed it your focus. Don't feed it your attention. It doesn't matter if they know. You know that, right? It doesn't matter if they know that you're sitting around watching them. You can't hide energy from the universe. It doesn't matter what they know. It doesn't matter what they think. That's not what the universe responds to. The universe doesn't manifest your life experiences based on what everyone thinks. The universe manifests your life experience based on your actual vibration, based on what you're doing when nobody's watching. I wouldn't pay attention to anything this person's got going on right now, honestly. I really wouldn't. I would not. Now, I do think that it is time for something new to come in, but I do think that this is serving as a blockage, especially for those of you who can't quit reconnecting with this person. That's definitely a blockage. Definitely. 100%. So, if I was you, I would right now in October, I would be saying 2026 is the fucking year that I'm going to become a different person. Next October, you ain't going to recognize me. You're going to have to get to know me all over again. That's what I would do. Because just focusing on this situation right here is going to completely pull you off path. Completely. All right. Dadgummit, I was hoping for some rainbows and unicorns, but ain't no sign wanting to do that for me, are they? Let's shift gears now. Let's see what's going on with the singles and your love interest. Anything good happening? Oh, 10 of Wands reversed. Is that a good thing? Boom, 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 boom. Uh-oh, death card. God, every sign, dude. Every sign. Every sign. Same thing. So, okay, I've told every sign this, and I want to make sure I tell this to every sign. We're going to be seeing a lot of this over the next 3 months. A whole lot. A whole lot. It's not just you. The last quarter of the year is when we start cleaning house. And you're going to be put in situations that are going to leave you with a decision to release the energy that's been holding you back in 2025 to make way for a new energetic pathway for 2026, or carry that old energy into 2026 and basically have a repeat of 2025. And we all probably know a person or two who has been living the same year on repeat since 2020, right? And we probably all know somebody who is going to live the whole decade of the 20s, just the same year 10 times. Well, I mean, at the end of the day, you won't be able to move up to the next level until you're ready anyways. So, you know, that's no judgment on people that do that. It just means they're not ready. It just means they're not ready. There's some people who have to keep coming back, repeating the same cycle for multiple lifetimes. Not just not learning the lesson in this lifetime, multiple lifetimes. Right? They live one lifetime and live the same year 80 times in a row, and then come back in the next lifetime and live the same year 80 more times in a row. And they keep coming back lifetime after lifetime. So you think it's bad somebody repeating the same cycle for 10 years in one lifetime? What about 10 lifetimes? Anyway, though, yeah, sorry, I trailed off there. It looks to me like you're not wanting to carry this burden anymore. Saying, fuck it, never mind, fuck this. I'm going to go explore other options. Maybe for some of you, you're finding out that this person doesn't want much more than a sex-based connection. Or some kind of connection to use you for something other than a genuine love connection, you know? Whether it's sex or money or whatever they can get from you, you know? And I'm feeling like you're probably going to be connecting with somebody new. Some of you might be finding out about a third party too. Okay, some of you dealing with a Capricorn. I also have Cancer, Pisces. Could be a fellow Scorpio for some of you. I got Libra and Aries hiding in here too, but could be anybody. Those are just energies. All right, well, let's see how they be feeling about you. How do they feel about you? What are their truest, deepest feelings, energies, and intentions? Why do you... I'm not making this up, dude. You intimidate them. Well, let me go ahead and break that down and dig it up a little bit. Most of the time, the way a person feels about you isn't as much what you're doing to them as it is them projecting their own shit onto you. So when I say you intimidate them, that doesn't mean you're doing something to intimidate them. It means they are intimidated by you. Basically, they know that in order to really be with you, they would have to step their game up. And I mean, honestly, I don't care who you are. I don't care what your sign is. If you want to lay a solid foundation and build an empire and a successful life partnership with anyone, you're going to have to step your game up. You know, in 2025, most people just don't understand what real commitment actually is. It ain't no joke. Real commitment ain't no joke, yo. Ain't no joke. It requires quite a bit of emotional intelligence, energetic and emotional integrity, intelligence, awareness. And it just doesn't really seem like this individual. I don't know if they're not able to or if they're just too lazy to really step their game up like that. So, and when it all comes down to it, they just don't really have high apple pie in the sky hopes when it comes to actually being able to find a successful, happy relationship. Not really. I think that's what they want deep down, though. They do want that deep down. They just don't have any faith in it, though. There are so many people out there just completely losing faith in humanity. Good God. Scroll social media for 30 minutes. And there's a lot of people out there who are just so badly burned. They don't trust anyone. There are so many men out there that literally believe that every female on the planet is just a fucking gold digging hoe. There's so many women out there that believe that every man on the planet is just a narcissistic fucking dog. Because that's all they experience. You know, they don't know how to get up out of that frequency and attract something different. A lot of people out there giving up. All right, well, let's get the advice. What is the best advice? Page of Wands. Well, after a certain point, I think a lot of you have held out on this because, and this is where it gets really dicey. You've held out on this because you do see the potential. But at the end of the day, I just don't really think this person is mature enough to play the role you would need them to play. So then that begs the question, is there really any potential? Maybe you see their intentions, you know, but the likelihood that you're going to be able to lay a foundation with this, slim. Oh, it happens sometimes. You know, I know in the town that I grew up in, I actually know a couple of different couples who got together when we were in fucking junior high, and they're still together with kids, married. I'm like, damn. You see it happen every now and then, but it's very rare, very few and far between. So, yeah. For those of you, if you're wondering whether or not you're making the right decision, if you're overthinking this and you're wondering, should I just end this? Usually by the time you're having to ask that question, most of the time the answer is time to boot, scoot, and boogie. I'll tell you again, for those of you just now tuning in, I'm going to warn you right now, we're going to be hearing a lot of this for the next 3 months. A lot. I'm going to try to work around it. I'm going to do the best I can to try to dig as much positivity and happiness out of these readings as I can. But every year around this time, the universe is cleaning house. Or at least trying to. I mean, the universe can't force you to do anything. The only thing the universe can do is make you extremely uncomfortable and, you know, fight against you. Can put up a big fight. At the end of the day, with very few exceptions, the universe can't intervene and force you to do anything. Unless the exceptions would be if your life is in danger or if your whole life path and soul contract is in jeopardy of being sabotaged. then the universe can intervene in some way. But that's not very likely. It happens sometimes. I do see it, situation like that come across my desk from time to time, maybe once a month. But yeah, we're being put in situations right now where the universe is closing doors and saying, nope, back away from this, making you really uncomfortable. And hey, there's some people that are going to kick that fucking door back open and keep fighting. And, 2026 is just going to be another loop-de-loop cycle of 2025. And, yeah, so that's what you got. For those of you wondering, is walking away from this the right decision? You ain't got nothing to lose. My thing is, and this is a genuine question. I'm not being rhetorical. I'm not being a smartass. At what point do we accept the fact that nothing's going to change? You know? Of all the people that I've known in my life who keep repeating the same cycle for years, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years, I always wonder what it's like to be in their head. And I don't mean that in a condescending way. I'm not being judgy. I genuinely wonder what they're thinking. It's kind of like, when you see these videos of people like pulling some kind of weapon on the police, come out charging after the police with a knife or something like that. Pow, 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 pow. I'm like, what the fuck did you think was going to happen? Like, I'm genuinely curious. I genuinely would like to step inside their head and figure out what their end goal was. What did you think was going to happen, When the same cycle keeps repeating itself and a person keeps showing you who they are over and over and over for 4, 5, 6 years, what do you think is going to happen if you bring them back into your life again, I guess the world may never know. But hey, a lot of you, I think the majority of you following me, you know what needs to be done. And making those hard decisions is going to level you up for 2026. All right, y'all. I feel like those were the messages that my Scorpio family needed to hear. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Thanks again for tuning in and playing along. Don't forget, information for personal readings is all down here in the description. All right? I'm out of here now, y'all. I will see you sometime between now and the rest of all eternity. Stay blessed.